That was close. I almost forgot the goofy hat. It was just sitting over there a minute ago. So, welcome you all to another stream. Finally, I know it's been a couple of weeks. Really haven't had much to stream because all I've got right now is the Iron Man, unless I start doing the T1 Samba, which I don't want to do until I've got more parts. Good news is the Routemaster's driver's cab is in the States. Hey, Gordon, welcome. And just let me run through the chat here real quick. When I scheduled the stream at 1 o'clock, or what was it, 1:50 my time, about 1:30 my time, actually, Todd got in here and said he was first at 1:51. And I just said, nope, way too early. He said he was first again. I said, no, it was me first the second time. Gordon just showed up. Welcome, Gordon. And yeah, it is weird. I don't know what's going on between Facebook and StreamYards and everything. It's strange the way it's doing it. Used to say me. I don't know. I'm not that concerned with it. It's streaming. It's still showing up. I do have to say, though, when I look at myself in the camera these days, God, I look old. I'm an old man these days, guys. I got to do something about that. Eric, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I almost, Eric, said back by popular demand by you, the magic red Talbot. I decided not to do that. So let me move things around because I actually had the StreamYards over on the other monitor so that I would actually be looking at the monitor. Your eyes, you'll be okay, Eric, unless you're not. Now that's weird because that's on my, okay. It was on my chat on YouTube, but did not show up on StreamYard for a little bit. So let me switch cameras, like I said. It's a little bit slow. So I got the blue towel out instead, and this is all the parts that have been from the previous packs for the Iron Man. Tonight I have 5 packs, and then I'm done with Iron Man until I get more parts. And I do have the I am going to start putting together the premium base. It is a huge base. Todd, who also has the Iron Man, is not planning on using this monster base. I am, because he's going to go on the floor next to the he's going to go on the floor in my display room with with R2 and the Terminator. And speaking of which, Terminator, I'm still waiting to see if or when my parts are going to ship for it. I've got power, the wall power for it. Still waiting for it to be sent out by Chloe. Hey, Shu, welcome. Been a while since you made it. Is life slowing down finally a little bit? Rolling into winter, plus I know it's, what is it? It's only about 3 o'clock there, so yeah, normally when I do a 5 o'clock stream, you make it for a couple hours and then you drive home and try and get on the or make about an hour, then try and get on right after you drive home. So let me move things around. That was good. Have not yet done the mod like Todd has. Todd has rewired his hands. Slow day at work today. Very cool. But Todd has rewired all the lighting in his Iron Man to where he's gonna light it. He's got it running off of Light My Brick, so he can run it off of a single power supply. I'm going to do that eventually. Still love that leg. And if I do it just right, it'll stand up on its own. It's very cool. But eventually I will be rewiring everything so that I can run it off of wall power. I forget you're on the West Coast, and so it's kind of difficult. That's part of the problem having viewers all over the planet. Trying to make it early enough so Gordon can make it, but late enough so you can make it, Shu. Because I want to say right now, if I remember right, it should be about 11, I think, in the UK. Is that right, Gordon? So let me get out issue 42, and actually I'm going to switch cameras once again, because I'm going to start trying to use the close-in camera a lot more. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I clean the shop. And when I say clean, really clean the shop. Everything is put away so that I can make a terrible mess of it again. Dug through, got out the other models that have been buried under the mess. Soon, not on the stream, but soon another video will be coming out on the boat. It's been put away for a little bit. It's 39 to 42. I haven't even been billed yet. And no news since August 27th. That's terrible. Shu said can't beat that to Eric's chillin'. And Eric is working on the first video for Eleanor. If you did not catch the Friday stream, let me catch you up on what Eric is talking about. Todd sent him a partial Eleanor that he was doing. You know, a few packs were unbuilt. He was doing it for Eagle Moss, and then Eagle Moss went Tango uniform. So Eric over the weekend and Friday and the weekend, actually I think it was all Friday, he took Eleanor completely apart, and he's starting on stage one, and going to rebuild it, going to do videos. You've gotten more parts for the Titanic. They're out of business. And it's like I was saying. If you were doing the R2, you would be getting parts. You'd be getting 3 and 4 times as many parts as Donnie and Eric are. Eric said literally had to reorganize his man cave to set up for the videos. Very cool. Pack 3 for the Agora Titanic. I'm looking forward to that. And I do have to say, Mark's Mods was on the stream yesterday. Not yet. Wow. They really hate you, Eric. But Mark's Mods was on the stream yesterday and was talking about GS models and vintage, doing the Routemaster. And I have to say, I buzzed through most of the videos today, just to kind of skip over a lot of it, because it's stuff that I haven't done yet. But he's doing an outstanding job on it yet. No screwdrivers either. Who'd you piss off, Eric? Neither Amazon or the post office is delivering to you right now. Wow. I was like, I got an empty bag. Okay. Had me going there. I thought you were getting Eagle Moss parts. But I don't know if this will show up on the camera. Thought this was an empty bag, but there's 3 clear washers in here. And then we have some, hey, speaking of which, EM, Eagle Moss, EM screws. And I have gotten, last time I had run out of room in here, so I got another box of these out. I put all my screws in these things. I keep them there, and eventually I'll throw them away. So far, I've just thrown as I need the boxes. I throw them just together in a bag. The postal guy rides a horse. Rides a horse to deliver the mail in North Dakota. Is it a pale horse, though? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Anybody who reads Piers Anthony will know what I'm referencing with On a Pale Horse. Sorry. Anybody who does not, the Incarnations of Immortality series is an awesome series to read. It starts with On a Pale Horse, which Death rides a pale horse. Gordon said hey to Eric. Eric laughed about the North Dakota thing. And Shu said, a slow-ass horse. I think it's a dead horse, actually. Okay, so let's take a look at the parts. And I may, after watching DS, DS models, I may start doing what he does, which is throwing the, when I'm doing the Routemaster, I might start throwing the instructions up on the screen. So that's the heel support plate. This is the heel pad. And this is rear leg armor. There's obviously going to be something inside there to see because of the holes. Okay, so there's a T shape here that goes into that area right there. It'll sit in here like this. Actually, come in from behind like that, so that it will actually marry up like this. And by the way, this is metal. This is plastic, as this part is plastic as well. And you can see that it fits in there like that. And then this plastic piece here, the heel plate or heel support plate, will go over top of that and hold it in. You get the screwdriver and get 2 of the screws out. 2, not 3. There's the oil. Can't forget the oil. I just knocked over Bane. Oil. Pull this a little bit further down so you may be able to actually see it when I'm not putting my hand in the way. And by the way, if you prefer the other view, let me know. I can switch it. It's really easy. I just think this one's probably a better view because it's closer. Only thing is, it means that my hands may get in the way a little bit more. I've actually been able to rearrange the cameras to be a little bit more conducive to for videos. That should be threaded, or videos and or streaming. Let's see if I can. Okay, there. You can see that. Gilly, what's up? Welcome. How's that pork butt? Gilly's been smoking a pork butt all day. So I'm guessing it should be dinner time soon up in Canada. Saskatchewan, I think it is. And He just popped in and said, "Hey guys, wow, that's tight. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that tight." Okay. And Gilly said it is done at 205 degrees. Thinking that means that it's 205 degrees in the center. Has to rest, then he's going to make pulled cold pork. So it said to get the leg over. That leg fits over the holes inside of the leg assembly. So, okay. I think. Okay, I see. What it's talking about is right here and here is where these two lugs are going to go. So it's going to slide in here like this. Somehow, let's see how they go. Okay, it looks like they're going up actually from here. It's a very tight fit. Let's see. Place it down. Now somehow probably because there's two lips right there. That's got to go in there somehow. And it's actually too narrow on one side and good. It's, let me see, barely wide enough on one side. It's barely wide enough over here, not wide enough over here. So as much as I hate to, I'm going to have to force it in there. Okay, I got it past that spot. Hang on. That is not fitting very well. And it's peeling paint on this side at least. Gently, so gently pry this mother down. I'm just looking, contemplating how I can do this because, well, it's a single piece. So it's got to fit in there. And I wonder if I pry it over a little bit like that. Eric's talking about football from yesterday. Oops. They lost, apparently Saskatchewan lost really bad. Probably should have watched World Wayne or somebody build this first. See, the problem is it won't fit over the top of those lugs right now either. That wasn't anything breaking. What I'm going to have to do is, because it's a metal, the piece under here that I'm trying to get to is metal. And it sticks out just a little bit. So I'm going to have to very, very gently. Can't help it on here. Not going to scratch the paint on the outside, but here where the connections are, it's already scratched a little bit. Come on. Okay, started over top of that one. Let me pry this one up just a hair. That was nice. Nice gouge there. Damn it. Okay. And what's funny is I believe this is actually, this may not have to open up. I know the heel does. Oh, Eric can make it. Oh, there we go. Popped in there. Back that just a hair. Almost wonder if I should have filed it a little bit. Okay, so that is on there. I'm just looking right now. Check that the heel protection rotates freely. Really? They're actually showing this part able to freely rotate in and out of there. You know? Let me put the screws in. Just the right. All right. Let me catch up the chat. Shu said, don't scratch the paint. Then he said, I bet Eric can make it fit. Eric's like, I sure could. Eric would use a hammer. No, Eric would use just the right amount of explosives. And Facebook user, don't know who you are because you didn't let Streamlabs tell you or have access to your Facebook to put your name on. But welcome. So Todd's actually watching so that he knows what he has to deal with. And what I would suggest, Todd, is that before you put the part on, maybe file it just a hair. It will rotate. But right now, I'm lining it up so that the screws will actually go in. Matt B. Hey, Matty. Welcome. Okay, so it says leg. That's what those are for. These are friction discs these clear parts, which you didn't see earlier, Matt. I'll bring them over to the camera, or bring one of them at least. There are 3 of them so that I can lose one because they are very small. Those are friction discs. They're supposed to go in here. Come on, go on in there. The screw's supposed to go through them. Because of those discs, I am not going to mess with the oil. I might have to mess with the oil, but I'm going to try to go without the oil first. See if I can get this to go in here. Do the same on the other side, but instead of putting the disc into the hole, I'm going to put the disc on the end of the screw because it was a little bit iffy to get it to sit in the right spot in the hole. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put it in the hole. Man changed his mind. Yep. If you watch us on Facebook, your comment will have your name. If you follow this link. So he's now legit on YouTube, and that works too. We stream to multiple locations so that we can get the widest audience we can. Plus, the primary, or what started out as the primary for Hobby Time Modelers was Facebook. He said, Matt said thanks, and Todd said, you bet. And so let me see. This one I think is a little bit out. That's snug. I'm not going to over snug these because if I do, it won't move. So now it doesn't move freely, but it does move. So there's the leg with it down, and it actually lines up pretty well. It does. Oh, the reasons. It doesn't close completely. I doubt you can see it on camera. Yeah, you can. There's a small gap right there. Oh, you mean it was a fight to get this on here, Matt. That side, let me see. Both sides are the same. It needs, you see, and that's the thing. That's exactly what it is right there. You can see it. It is scratching the paint. There's nothing you can do about it. But I'm sure that is why it wasn't going in there very well. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring the paint off a little bit more on purpose. Tolerances are great until you put paint on them. Hopefully something will cover at least part of this up. So, like I said, if it's closed, it opens. Well, see, that's the thing, Todd. I would, except for it's going to It's going to be less visible on the inside, but it was pinching like like nobody's business on both sides. Very nice. His toes actually flexing. So that should be, yeah, that is the end of step 42. I may take it apart later. I probably won't. I don't know that I showed the comments. I responded to them, but I don't think I showed them. More stuff for the left leg. This is step 43. And I am going to keep that last little washer. And that's all that we have today. LP and EM screws. So there's the EMs. And the LPs. And there's the calf plate and calf hinge 1 and 2. Just happened to look outside, and Apollo is outside. And the calf plate is metal. Curious what they're going to do there. Because calf plate fits on right there, and these are wide open. I don't see anything that looks like it belongs in that spot. And then the hinge parts, or calf hinges, form the hinge that connects the calf plate to the leg assembly and allows it to be opened to deploy the flight stabilizer. So I'm looking at the book. So this goes on here. Let me move this out of the way. This part, a couple of holes right there, hole all the way through this part. Actually, yeah, it is all the way through. Goes on there like this. And then 2 LP screws will go in on one on either side. I think that was Gilly chatting like a madman on Discord. Give me just a second. Let's see what he's saying. Oh, he's posting pictures of his tank and his tank carrier. Very nice. Just needs primer, paint, and wheels. That's fine, Gilly. It's fine. I mean, in the description, there is a link to the HTM Discord. So if anybody would like to know what we're talking about, what Gilly's posting, or Model Tank Guy as he is here, all you got to do is click the link and come over to Discord. We don't have, it is free for anybody to join. We don't The only rule we have is, basically treat each other as you would like to be treated. HTM is just a place for all modelers to go. Share your stuff, ask questions, get help if you need it, offer help if you can. Join in the streams and have a blast participating in the hobby we all love. This is one of those times when it's iffy to find the hole. Multi-camera switching overlays. I was playing with that a little bit before I started the stream, Todd. He actually said that. He said that on Discord. I want to be treated like a king. Hey, come on over. Maybe we will. And that's what she said. Of course. Don't do that. It's cross-threaded. Let me get this one started. Maybe I can uncross-thread that one. There we go. Come on. Play nice. That's better. Tighten this one. Make sure it says check to make sure it rotates freely, but is not too loose. And what's funny is it must just be the angle they took it at, because that seriously looks like that piece is broken. Okay, so this goes up back onto the calf. And so there's sockets right there. Recessed spot for the screws to go into. It goes onto these posts. Just like that. That's going to be held in by 2 EM screws, I'm sure. Yep. He's asking if I should do a little HTM session about how I use OBS for multicam sessions, OBS Studio for multicam switching, overlays, fade, transitions, graphics, etc. What you should do, Todd, is do a HTM. Do an HTM. You can do a stream, or just do a video and post it both on the Facebook and on the YouTube, so that everybody can use it. I would watch too, depending on what it was. It would be very cool, Matt and Todd. It would be very nice. You do an awful lot for this community, and we really appreciate you, Todd. And we've gotten you addicted to plastic. Get this all the way tight. So those are in there like that, and this rotates freely, but not too freely. And it is ready to be attached to the rest of the leg in a future issue. Just looking. I have to guess. That we don't have the part that it attaches to yet, unless. No, I don't think we have it yet because I don't see anywhere unless it is this groove right here on either side. Gilly says he likes the glue. Francisco is coming over tonight to continue working on the SR-71. That's right. You're going to be streaming later tonight, aren't you? Hi, I'm Matt. I'm a styreneaholic. Actually, Matt, I'm not a styreneaholic. I'm a modelholic. It doesn't matter. I have wooden models, metal models, part works. The glue does smell good. Good. I forgot that, and now probably more things. And yes, Shu agrees that would be really helpful. Killing brain cells with that stuff. Yes, absolutely, you are very helpful to the community. I mean, he set up all of our overlays. That is awesome. And then I keep throwing it out there. One of these days, I might actually stop saying it. But Todd also upgraded us, the five of us that run the HTM StreamYard, he upgraded us to Pro. And it was very, very cool of him to do that. Oh, I thought you said you were going to you were planning on streaming that. You don't have to if you don't want. And yes, Gilly is absolutely right. Todd rocks. Yeah, I thought you were talking about yesterday before we got off the Sunday stream about streaming tonight. I mean, if you're not, fine, but at least do a video later. Says the guy who never manages to get a single video out. Do a video later of the how far you got. More EM screws. These can go back over here. We need to remove the watermark from the HTM YouTube channel. It's floating on top of the StreamYard overlay. Not sure what you're talking about. Let me take a look. Hobby Time Modelers. Oh. Yeah, we do. I see exactly what you're talking about. And let me see. Just for giggles. Switch account, Hobby Time Modelers. Settings. Channel. Trying to remember. We'll have to find it later. Matt said, just want to stop by and say hi. Sorry, I've been MIA for a while, going back to school, tons of homework, but I am still alive. That's okay, Matt. Fully understood. Probably under customization. Okay, let me go back to the other channel. The things we do in the middle of a live stream. Very cool. New achievement, 500 views. Content. No, it's not there. Not going to be under playlist. Not going to be under analytics. Not going to be under Actually, no. Comments, no. Subtitles, monetization.
Stop.
Features, no. Defaults, permissions.
Yeah.
I'm not finding it right now.
That's one upstairs.
I'll have to find it later when I'm not streaming. Or Eric could go find it. So I think Eric was actually. You look, I'll build. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I don't know that you're an administrator on HTM. Or a manager. If you are, then you can. But otherwise, you're kind of stuck waiting for Eric to do it. Eric, fix it. Fix it, Eric. Fix it.
Don't fix it.
Oh, Andrea said don't fix it. Okay. Wait, what? Thanks for coming by, Matt. Eric's awake. Yeah, Eric, on the HTM stream, right where the HTM logo is, there's another HTM logo right on top of it. It was something you and I found at one point that you could put something there, but we already have a logo in that exact same spot. Under customization, then branding tab. I wasn't finding it. So did you find it? Are you able to fix it, Todd? Eric, fix it. Fix it, Eric. Fix it. Todd does not have access. And I can't find it right now. Come on. Let me get back to building. Okay. Well, if Eric doesn't fix it, I'll see if I can find it after I get done tonight. A couple of little tape tabs. Some golden looking pieces. And all of these parts in this pack are plastic. These are just the right side and left side plate, adhesive stickers, upper leg plate, and the cap for the hip joint, and a bunch of EM screws. Okay, so remove backing paper from one of the sides of the adhesive sticker and place the sticker inside the top plate. Remove paper from the other side of the sticker. So right here. It is Eric's fault. He put it there. We will blame Eric for everything from now on. So this goes right here. And this is going to be really disappointing if this is just held on by a sticker, to be honest. Sorry. Goes right there. I looked over and I looked at YouTube instead of StreamYards to see what was on the screen, and I'm like, okay, why don't I look at the live one, not the one that's 7 seconds delayed?
Oh.
Come on. I'm not getting... Can't fix it. He's on his phone. And like we don't already, blame Eric for everything. Global warming. Price of tea in China. It's all Eric's fault. Okay, so this. Complete left knee. Replace the does this go on here like this? Retrieve the assembly from 42 to complete the left knee. Place the upper leg onto the front of the limb as shown above. To do this, open the sides of the piece a little so that it will snap into position. 2 posts 42C or 44C have to fit in here. Okay, so there's 2 posts that have to fit in here and here, right there. World War II. Price of tea or price of rice. It's all Eric's fault. So it says to, let me look at this. So those 2 pins are supposed to go on there. That just does not look right. Okay. You lay this down and take a look at it from a different angle. Because I can see where it's supposed to go. There's screw holes down here on either side of the knee. I know. I am not getting this. So these are supposed to, okay. Those are supposed to go over. These flanges are supposed to go over top of this. That's why it says open it a little bit. But then can't modify crap on his phone. So let me look at these. Well, there you go. Okay. When I read upper leg plate, oh no. When I read upper leg plate, I think upper leg. No, by upper leg plate, it means shin. So that's why I'm having the problem. Is I'm trying to put it up here, not down here. So now putting it in the right spot. Hi, Murphy. There we go. Just kind of pops in there. And that's what the tape is for, is to hold that down. I know, Shu. I had to read the instructions to get this in the right spot. But now, hang on, let me raise this camera a little bit. Hang on. Let me raise the camera and then tighten it down just a hair. But now, this part here and this part here are now in place. I agree with Eric. We don't need no stinking instructions. So you just need Eric to add me as an admin on the brand account. Then he will fix it. See? Eric, add him. Go to work. It's a sign of the apocalypse when I'm reading the instructions. No! Okay, so we secured the plate in place with 2 EM screws. That's funny, I'm grabbing it with the wrong screwdriver. But 2 EM screws, they're going to go into oil since they are going into metal after they go through the plastic of the plate, and they go into the small holes, or the larger holes, sorry. There's a total of 3 holes on each side, 2 on the top, 1 down there for the screws. And Eric said he'll do that, Todd, and add you. I would suggest, Eric, since there are 5 of us on the StreamYard that can stream directly to that channel, add all 5 of it. You know, add everybody else that's not already. That's cross-threaded. That one's down. Saw somebody make a 3D printed brace to keep the knees stable. Hang on a second, Todd. I will show you how mine is. Mine, I think, is going to be pretty good. You get this screw in here. And I have to back it out just like I did the other one. Backing it out clears the hole a little bit and lets it go in the rest of the way. So I don't know about how the other one's going to be yet, Todd. But I think that knee is pretty stable. You know, I'm not sure, but it appears that this knee is really stable on here. Okay. So L2, L1. L1 goes on. Double check. No, L1 will go on here. And it's actually pretty cool what they did. So you've got the two holes in the piece for the pins, and you've got your pins, but you've also got a spot right there for the screw head. Believe that's what that's for, unless I've got it on the wrong side, which I might. Nope. Do the same thing over here. That's kind of nice that they put a spot in there for the screw head so that if you have any problems getting the screw all the way down, it's not blocking it. So there's the knee. And yeah, knee is plenty stiff there, Todd. Maybe later, after the rest of the leg's on. That kind of popped out a little bit. And then this is still left over. Murphy! Murphy, come here. Come here, Murphy. Hang on. Come here, buddy. Yeah. I'm not going to pick him up because he will freak out. But I can bring the camera over. Nobody get sick on me, please. There's Murph. There's my little noisemaker. Something to do with the tab that comes out of the top of the knee and how it fastens to the thigh. I'm going to put this back. What?
Yeah.
So something to do with tab that comes out of the knee and how it fastens to the thigh. Oh, must be up here. We'll have to see. But right now, the knee is the leg overall is extremely stable. Okay. Issue 45. And there's electronics in this. Oh, you know what? This is the right foot. So I have a stack of unused parts here. Unused at this point parts. Because, and it's just getting larger and larger. All these parts are still unused. Let me put this leg over here with the arms. And I'm going to go ahead and build the foot completely, even though I will probably be taking it apart later. Take a look at something real quick here. Eric, you sit on a throne of lies. The watermark is still there. I just looked. That could be. That could be. Oh, yeah, that's right. We changed his name to Not Me. So foot is metal. This is metal. Plastic. Plastic. And somewhere I should have a battery. I think. Unless, let me see. Not in there. Okay, it doesn't show installing the battery yet. Okay, so you've got the foot, ankle joint, the battery cover, ankle joint cover, and the electronics. And more EM screws. Begins with the assembly of the ankle joint. Ankle joint. I forget all this. So the ankle joint, pins of the ankle joint go here and here. Hang on, what, huh? This is going to be another DB5. This is going to be another DB5 build, isn't it? The whole bucket of random parts that only come together in the last few stages. Sounds like. Well, there goes EM screwing more things. Oh, yes. I misunderstood you at first. When you said there goes EM, I'm like, Eagle Moss? What does Eagle Moss have to do with this? So let me double check. Okay, that goes that way. So it drops in straight through here like this. Hole on the side here, on the outside, it looks like. Yeah. Goes on there like that. It's going to be able to pivot. Then it'll pivot front and back. Easier. And this is the ankle joint cover. It sits down in here and holds the whole thing together. Cool, Donnie. Glad you could make it for at least part of it. I'm just looking to make sure there is not a specific way this goes. It just, as long as it goes on, let me double check. Put it the other way and see. Yeah, it just fits. So let me get 4 EM screws. Yes, absolutely. Drive safe, Donnie. You can pivot? I didn't know big men could do that. Yes, we can. Oops. I just lost one of them screws. I don't think I'm going to have enough EM screws. I think that one screw is probably going to ruin the whole model. So let me get this one in here. Get it at least started. Get the next one started as well. So my plan is to get all 4 of them started and then tighten all 4 of them down. Because that plastic piece does get pretty snug against the metal, so that basically the foot can support itself. The way I had the other other leg standing by itself is because of how tight all the joints are. Okay, so this is the last one, so I'm going to tighten it all the way down and work my way back exactly back the opposite direction of what I just came through. Tried to rotate it to where you guys could see what I was doing, but my arm doesn't turn that way anymore. Make sure these are all tight. So, like I said, it's got a little bit, oops, brought the camera up. It's got a little bit that it moves left and right, but not very much. Big part where it's going to pivot is right here. I can still pivot, Donnie. So then let's see. The LED still sticks out. Hang on. So your switch, having to remember all of this. So the switch goes through that hole right there. Trying to remember if it matters which way it sits. It does. It does. Almost put it in this way with the wires here. There's actually a gap here in the metal for the. There's a gap towards the outside for the wires to actually go through. So that'll go on there like that. That's right. Battery or the battery box. How does that go on there again? Okay. There's a screw hole right here that a tab goes through, or a screw goes through this tab right here, holding the battery box in place. And this tab that sticks out right there will hold that switch in place. This was actually like the first thing you did on the first foot. So these are going to pull off over here off to the side, out of the way. And one EM screw will go in there to hold that in place. Try to twist it. It doesn't twist. Reloaded and the page and the watermark went away. Let me see. You're right. It's gone now. Very cool. There. That's what I was responding to. I do that a lot. I respond to chat and don't put it on the screen. That was nice. The screw got caught by the magnet. You can see in there. Focus. Where I'm putting the screw in and the tabs is holding in the switch. It's not going in. It's not wanting to go in, even though I put oil on it. Backed it out. And it went in. So now it's in there, and it is holding this switch in place. So that when I push the button, it'll turn on and off the battery power. And that is as far as it goes in issue 45. So, time for the last Iron Man parts for tonight, which is issue 46. Still got the stand though. So there's the bottom of the Iron Man, or the foot. The lens. I believe this is the socket that holds the LED in. Some AM screws, and imagine that, more EM screws. Now, I just thought of something. I didn't think about grabbing a screw box for the stand. I wonder if it uses different screws, or if it uses the same ones and they're labeled the same. We shall find out. So, bottom of the foot is metal. These two other parts are plastic, as is the door from left over from last time. And this is just a opaque white plastic disc that sits down in there just like that. And then over top of it, let me just make sure. Okay. Over top goes the LED screen, just like that. Let me just take a look. They have, I don't think it matters, but they have it this way around. There's an R on here. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. But trust me, there's an R on this tab, and they've got the R tab towards the back, the heel. That's tightened in, or that's held in by 2 AM screws. I sometimes wonder when I'm putting a screw into metal through plastic, is the 3-in-1 oil going to do bad things to the plastic over time? I hope not, but we'll find out eventually. Okay, and that is the shield and the LED lens. So now the LED goes in through the hole, and it is a snug enough fit that it should stay in place. So you fit the heel in place carefully. It doesn't really show. I seem to remember there was a specific spot for the circuit board to go, but I think as long as it's not pinched or crushed, it should be okay. I'm going to put it back behind. You see, I'm going to put it back behind there and move these wires down there. Keep making sure that this post and this post are not interfering with the wires. Trying to make sure that they don't interfere with the wires. And that's not going to work because the bump, the LED is in the way. There, like so. That's going to take 2 EM screws, I'm sure. Says the front will be added later. I don't remember what size screw it was that holds that door on. Can stand the plastic. You use too much 3M oil on the plastic is what we're talking about there. The 3-in-1 oil is used to make it so that the screws will go into the metal a little bit easier. Just wipe it down with an alcohol-soaked cotton ball. These are iron screws going into zinc die cast, so the oil helps lubricate the metal screws to cut the threads. Before we used oil, snapping screws was common. Most die cast part works do not have pre-threaded holes. The only exception I've seen was T800. And some of the R2 was pre-threaded. I think, actually, let me see if I can find a metal part. Of course, metal part with no screw holes. Remind me, Todd, to look at that because I think a lot of the screw holes are actually pre-threaded. So put one actual heel. But that would make sense why when Wayne was doing his thing of screw them in and back them out, it was helping. But to be honest, knock on wood, I don't think I have snapped a screw on a part work yet until just now. Anytime now, I will snap a screw because I said that. Well, he's not wearing any threads, Todd. His threads are the Iron Man suit. Yeah, I remember that. Falcon, actually, after a while, they sent you a tool because you had so many problems with the screws. Before I use 3-in-1 oil, pre-thread every dang metal screw, working them in before the yeah. Yeah, it was very cool. The Falcon was probably one of the best part works I've ever done. So let me switch cameras back to especially because the next thing I'm going to do is going to take the entire room. Let me get these out of here and I'll show you where we're at. So we have the right foot without a screw yet for the battery door. But I'm going to set it in there. You know what? No, I was going to say I'm going to set it in there. I'm going to tape it in. But if I tape it in, then you're going to get tape residue on there. Although I do have to say the bus is really cool. And Shu agreed with me on the Millennium Falcon. So I'm going to get the orphaned parts out of the way here. By the way, out of all the parts I just moved, let me double check. These three are the only metal ones. The rest of them are all plastic. So, 2 arms, a leg, 1 foot, head. This should be part of this leg, I believe. And then, like I said, the rest of these are orphan parts. The shoulders, that is going to be the hip socket. But not bad. Got a lot of Iron Man. Unfortunately, that's all I've got of him tonight. So let me move parts out of the way. I know this is going to be like watching paint dry for you guys. But what I can do is actually let you guys see how I'm packing them, because I repack him every time. Helps if you take the lens cap off. So I repack him because I don't want him damaged. He is bubble wrapped, and then when I close this up, it doesn't get shaken up a whole lot. Actually, let's see if I can get this foot in here, and then I'll put this over top. Put the head in here somewhere where it is. I just dropped one of the shields off the wrist. Oh, and I missed this part. I'm not even sure what this part is yet, but somewhere in there to go. Yes, I actually have to clean all these parts off so I can bring the next thing out. The next big thing. And this, when I put it away, this actually goes on the top of the stack. The box top goes on top of here. Just like that. Carrying handles on top. That way I don't inadvertently knock it around too much. And that was just the plastic tab, or the tape tab. Let me come back over here to this camera. He's actually quite a bit metal. Yes, I'm going to start working on the base. And he's got a lot of plastic, but the actual structural components are mostly metal. And this is the base that, talking to Todd, he may or may not be actually using this base. I know there was another base at one point that came with him. But this one is like 24 inches in diameter when it's done. That's metal, by the way. So this is known as the premium base, but it comes with every Iron Man now. So we have a metal platform, or it's called the top cover. This is the switch cover. This is the switch holder. Guess what this is? And Todd agreed with me. A lot of the trim parts are plastic, but most of them is metal. And the smaller, simpler base shows up with stage 67 plus. And they do use the same screws. It's our favorite screw. It's an EM screw. I know that's just the inner ring. I'm looking forward to it. I love it. And an HM screw. And I'd call it a circuit board. Well, it is a circuit board because it's got resistors on it, but really this is just a wire. It's really, oh, no, a little bit more. Looks like it might be a couple of transistors on there. Okay, so let me bring back, since it's EM and HM, let me bring back the screws. And the nice thing is, because there's no extra parts going on here, I should be able to put the rings back in. Okay, why is H not opening? And then, just out of curiosity, the smaller base, is it lit? Because I know this one is. Circuit board position. Okay. Just turn over the top cover. Which one? Because there's actually two spots that could be for the switch. Actually, that switch cover, I'm pretty sure, fits in the one here. You can see that one's rounded. And that one has a D shape to it. Just a plastic printed disc with a pole. I want the big base. May have to use the big lit one. It's just that it's so damn big. Okay, so that's what this is. This is going to be where the pole's at to support him. So switch cover is going to drop in there just like that. Take apart the wire with the socket and the switch. Turn the switch holder over carefully, place it in position, too close to either side. Hang on. Place the switch in the switch holder so that it lies flat. It's not necessary to fix it. So the switch just sits here like that. And then, nice. Actually, I can switch to the other camera. It's a little bit easier. It's nice to have all four cameras working well. So that's where the switch is. And it's nice that there's a nice little groove there built in to hold the switch in place. Just let me make sure that it is in there correctly. I'm actually going to put it in. Yeah, and that's the way they've got the leads bent on the switch is keeping it from sitting in there nice and flush or nice and flat. So I rebent leads. It's still a little bit not flat, but it's flat enough I should be able to get it in there without any problem. So put this, and that gets held in by our favorite screws, 2EM screws. These are going to be going into metal, obviously, since they are EM. There's still plenty of oil up on the top there. The switch popped out. You know, I just thought of something, Todd. Right now on that one, I'm just going to press on, but I'm looking. I'm going to get a light and actually look and see if there are any threads. I think you may be right that there are no threads, which is kind of silly. Okay, that one's down. That one's not going to go down, so back it out, put it back in. And let me double check. Oh, man. Yeah. I didn't realize my compressor was on. Yes, the big disc is metal. Not cheap plastic, Todd. It's metal. You didn't even open it, did you? No. Yeah, it was just the way the switch was in there. It was cockeyed and would not engage. Somebody out there is doing a Captain Picard thing right now going, engage. Donnie. I know it's not Eric. You should reconsider, because with it being metal, it is going to be a very solid base. I think the outer rings are going to be plastic, but the inner ring is metal, the inner base. Come on. Not wanting to go in the hole. I think. Did I? I did. I missed. And I missed again. Let's try it this way. Come on. Fit in there. Come on. I'll still assemble it for build site visitors, but wasn't planning on using it. Yes, be room underneath it for the lighting and sound controller. Okay. And there goes the screwdriver. To put up your water slide today, what did Todd do? Did Todd take all your hot weather? Okay, that's much more better. It's actually linked in there now. Oh, you made him a new logo. That's one of the things that we keep you around for, Todd, because you keep making everybody really great logos. Okay, so let's try this again. Maybe I can get it to actually thread in now. And the reason I took it out was because, oh yeah, going in much better. Reason I took it out was because when I was trying to push the switch, it was really, the switch was depressed all the time. Looks good in the pop-up chat banner. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Todd made that for you? That is very cool. I missed. Hey. So now that's down, that's down. Oh yeah. That looks really cool. So I don't know if you guys are going to pick this up, but that's the sound of the switch. The switch was not making that sound before. And what's really nice, I'll have to wipe this down with something, alcohol or something.
You got a minute?
What's up, babe?
I need to go to Hardness Lane real quick to make sure they have my medicine for this week.
Okay.
But as long as in the oven, and I'll be back.
Okay. Love you, babe. Made him a square one, a round one, so he could use it in various different places. Very cool. But I like the fact that, other than the fact that it's got fingerprints on it, you can see it looks just like the rest of them. And I just happen to have some cleaning cloths right here. So let's clean that up and see how it looks after. Beauty. Nice arm. I know, isn't it though? I like this arm. It's hating Todd right now. Still working on it. Yeah, it's the oil. Wipe it off with IPA, or actually, what is this? This is just, let's see. Don't even know what's in these. Hang on, maybe here. Keep away from children for external use. Water, propylene glycol, and aloe. Bit hairy. Of course it is. I'm a guy. Guys have hairy arms. Okay, so that's that. Let me flip this back over. Bring this back over here. And the only other thing to do, let's see, GH. So it goes like that. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Make sure this piece oriented as seen in the photo. This is plug the switch connector into the pin that fits the slot. And it only fits one way. Secure it with 4 HM screws. Yes, it did. It worked really well. Gesundheit, I think. Oh, and before I put, yeah, I don't see any threads in there, Todd. You might be right. However, I'm not going to put oil through a circuit board. I'm going to go ahead and cut the threads. Now you know. HIJK helm up. Okay. Actually, leave that one there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut threads for all of them. And then I'm going to clean it up, clean off the posts and put the circuit board there. I don't wanna. You forget, Todd, I'm an avionics guy. I think it's really terrible that on certain airplanes they use fuel to cool the avionics. Oh, and here is the chat. Gilly said now he knows his ABCs. And Todd says he throws oil right through his PCBs. Come on. I can take these back out. On a cheap-ass PCB? Absolutely. I treat my avionics, my electronics, as nice as I can. Most of the time. There are times. There are times when just because I will shoot 18 volts through a unprotected LED. And the thing is, Todd, I have like 2 cases of these things. I have more of these wipes than I know what to do with. Try on like, no. I'm not gonna treat this like it's Eric. That's what we do to Eric, is drag him on the carpet and dunk him in the toilet. It's one of the things we always loved as aircraft maintainers. Took a high school education to fix an airplane, but a college education to break it. Every group has the one friend. Wait, who upgraded Eric to the status of friend? No, I give him a ration all the time, but Eric is a great friend. Last one, and plug the switch connector into position. The connector pins fit into the slot board, and it only fits one way. I bet you I can make it fit the other way if I wanted to. So it plugs in here like that. That is it exactly, Todd. We kid because we care. So Iron Man screwdriver can go back in the Iron Man box. That's done for now. So we have to call him friend. We don't have to call him friend. Just as long as we don't call him late for dinner, he'll be okay. We Carrick. So that is it for tonight, guys. I'm going to put this back into the plastic and back into the big white box, because I think that's the best way to keep it in at least in as pristine a shape as I can. I just got to figure out, will it fit in here now without screwing something up? Okay. Too much? Yeah, I think so. The dude. All right, Gilly, enjoy your dinner. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's see, where I have to get dressed before I turn on the other camera. And you guys are all like, And by dressed, I mean put on the hat. Yeah. Enjoy your dinner, Gilly. See you on the stream, guys. Later, Gilly or Gil. Great stream as always. Have a good one all. Thanks, Shu. I appreciate it. And thanks for stopping by, Gordon. Interesting show as always. I appreciate it. Interesting or great stream, either way. I'm very happy. I enjoy doing this. I do this for you guys because I have a good time. It gets my models done, and I just enjoy it. So, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, all the viewers we get. Appreciate anybody who joins Hobby Link or Hobby Link. HTM Hobby Time Modelers. Like and subscribe. As a matter of fact, not in the description here, but if you come over to Hobby Time Modelers, you'll see several videos that have everybody in the Hobby Time join the Facebook, join the streams. We enjoy having more people come by. We love doing this. We do this Fridays and Sundays. We do the group streams. I keep streaming every Monday. If it picks up on the number of parts I got, I may start streaming a little bit more. But appreciate you coming by, and I will catch you guys next time.